Hi everyone, it's Saturday afternoon and my name is Chizel, for anyone who doesn't know me. Well, what I'm doing this week is I'm filming everything that I cook. Even on my days off or my days on training, everything that I cook, I'll be filming it. It's not everything that I eat, but it's everything that I cook, from breakfast to lunch to dinner to supper, whatever, my 5 meals a day, whatever, I'll all be filming it. So it's going to be very interesting. I'll show you exactly how I cook my potatoes and my rice and how I weigh it out and everything, I put on the scales. You got a food prep anyway, that's what it's all about. But anyway, yeah, it's very interesting anyway, You always see me eating, but you don't see me actually cook my food and, the food that I buy and stuff like that. So, so we're going to start off with, Saturday morning, my Saturday morning breakfast. Okay, guys, stay tuned. Okay, we're going to start the week off Saturday morning. And I'm going to film the whole week of my cooking. So we start with my breakfast on Saturday, which is 6 eggs. So I always have 4 egg whites and 2 whole eggs. And I always cook this on my days off. So I have it Saturday morning, Sunday morning and Wednesday morning. So that's 3 times a week. And obviously with that, I always have 2.5 slices of pita bread or 4 slices of brown bread to go with it, and half a can of beans. So you see here, I'm going to boil that once the eggs are cooked, or I have half a pot of cottage cheese. Along with that, I'll have a glass of water, or I'll have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, depends how I'm feeling in the morning, So yeah, that's the first meal I cook on the Saturday. Okay, now obviously it's Saturday, I'm going to cook my brown rice. I do it either Saturday or Sunday, when I'm free. So I cook 2 servings of it. I'm going to put on the scales. I'll weigh it out. It'll be 200 grams. So I'll cook this in advance, obviously. So I have it for Monday and Tuesday evening. So when I cook it today, it'll be for Monday or Tuesday evening. Okay, I'm going to put it on the scales now. Now the rice is weighed. See, the brown rice is on the scale now. And see it there? 200 grams. You see, right there, 200 grams. So that's 2 servings of brown rice. Now I'm going to bring the water to the boil, wash the rice, and then I'm going to cook it. Okay, now eggs are boiling. Again, I'm showing all my cooking this week. So this is Sunday morning. I have my 6 eggs. That's 4 egg whites and 2 whole eggs. Along with, I'm going to have 4 slices of brown bread instead this time, and half a tin of baked beans. So it is King's Meal brown bread. I have 4 slices of that and half a can of baked beans. So that's Sunday morning breakfast. And maybe a cup of tea or a glass of water. Okay, now I'm cooking roast potato. So I overdo it Saturday or Sunday, whichever day I got time. Because remember, we always do things in advance because we're meal prepping out here. And it's Aunt Bessie's roast potato, 600 grams. You see, that's the weight. So I always cook 2 of them, 2 packs of them. So obviously in total, it's 1 kilo, 200 grams. So I'm going to give you more info once it's cooked because I'm just preheating the oven for 5 minutes. Then I'm going to fling it in the oven. Yeah, so here it is, the roast potatoes cooked now. So it took 55 minutes in total. So, halfway through I turn it over so it's evenly cooked. And yes, so what I'm going to do now is let it cool down and then I'm going to weigh it out. So once the potato is cooked, I put it on the scale. That's all of it now. It's on the scale. So I weigh it. It weighs 933 grams, as you can see, 933 grams. So I divide that by 4 because it's 4 servings I have. So I have 2 servings on Monday and 2 servings on Tuesday, obviously with chicken breast and veg. So that's how I divide it out. Okay, a bit more later. Yes, there's still more cooking to do, and it's still Sunday. And, I'm going to cook some basmati rice. So, I'm going to have a serving for today and I have another serving Wednesday. So what I do is I cut the portions in half, and you know, I have one today and I freeze it until Wednesday. Now I weighed out the rice, you know, so it's 2 servings there, 160 grams in total, as you can see. So obviously I divide it into 80, innit? So once it's cooked, I just split it in half. So I have a serving for today, and I have a serving on Wednesday. So I put the other half of the serving in the freezer. So I have the rice with in here. It's turkey, you know, obviously I'm gonna put in the plate and warm it on the microwave. And some parsnips, a serving of parsnips. So that's my lunchtime meal. And some coleslaw as well. Yeah, and some coleslaw as well. I've used half of it already, so the other half I'm gonna finish today. It's a bit added flavour to the meal, and a bit more fat as well. And of course, didn't say that, sea salt, fine sea salt. You know, I'm gonna add it to the rice when I cook it, once I bring the water to the boil. Now here's some beef here. I've already marinated it, you see, and I did that on Friday. I was meant to cook it yesterday, and I forgot. You know, so much cooking, I just can't remember. But you know, it's fine though. It's in the fridge for 2 days. So I'm gonna cook it today. And I took out the packet. In a packet of beef frying steak, there's 500 grams in each packet. So in total, I do 2 of them. So in total, there's 1 kilo of beef here. So that's 4 servings of meat. So the 4 servings I always have after training. That'll be 1 for Monday, 1 for Tuesday, 1 for Thursday, 1 for Friday. So that's 4 servings here. And once it's cooked, I'll show you how it looks. Okay, the beef is cooked now. Yeah, I did burn it, you know, so it's a bit smaller than it should be. And, you know, so now I weigh it. 538 grams, as you can see. So I'm gonna divide that into 4 servings. Well, it should be heavier than that because I burnt it in it, so obviously it's a bit lighter, there's less water in it. So the servings is for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. So I'm going to divide 538 into 4. So I always have it after training with yam and veg. Okay, now you've seen all the cooking I've been doing. Well, this is Sunday, so on Sundays I buy my chicken breast. You know, see I'm in the butcher's here. You know, just buy my chicken breast, it's down there. They always give me a good price. Chicken breast, always get 2 kilos of it. And now I'm gonna cook it later. So this is part of my shopping. I do shopping like 3 times a week. So, you know, get the main stuff. So on Wednesday, you see me doing like the main shopping, and I'll film that on Wednesday. So yeah, gonna get my 2 kilos of chicken breast and cook it later. As you saw me shopping earlier, I went to the meat shop and got my chicken breast, you know, 2 kilos worth. Sit here now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut them out and I'm gonna weigh them. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that just now. Now I've got the chicken breast, I cut it and weigh it. Now you can see it's on the scale, it's the dry weight. When I weigh it, see it, 230 grams. Well, it's gone down to 229, but it said 230 grams. So I always weigh it between 230 to 240 grams. That gives me 60 grams of protein per serving. So I'm gonna do 8 servings like this. So I'm gonna do 8 times 230, 240. And then I'm gonna put it in the oven. Here's a chicken breast, all portioned out, all weighed out now. See the 5 steaks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 there. I'll do 8 altogether. The other 3, I'm gonna show you now. I know it looks a bit messy, but you know, I cut them into pieces so it cooks better, because you know, it's the Foreman grill. If I put one solid piece in there, it won't cook properly. So it's 1 portion, 2nd portion, 3rd portion. So that's 8 steaks altogether, 8 servings. Because you know, it's for the whole week. You know, I have 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Thursday, 2 on Friday. So it's 8 throughout the week. Obviously I have other meals as well. So I always have this with the roast potatoes and veg. Okay, so that's it for Sunday now, and then part 2 will come in the rest of the week. Actually, there's one thing I forgot to add. That was the pasta that I'm cooking today. So I always have it, in the evening on my days off, which is Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. Always have pasta and tuna. Pasta and tuna. See, with tuna and sweet corn, that's what I'm gonna have it with. And I weighed out, always do 2 servings. Always weigh out 2 servings, 160 grams. So half of that is 80 grams. That's 80 grams a serving. So, that's how I do it. And I'm gonna boil it, obviously. Bring the water to the boil. Put some salt in there. And that's it. Voila. All done. Okay, that's Saturday night. I'm checking out. And tomorrow will be part 2. See you guys later.